UX Bigs Lady Speak Out, guys. This is true life story. This one shook. What's up, my people? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're watching this video from. Please don't forget to subscribe for more updates. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Oloridola TV. This one shook. UX Bigs Lady Speak Out. She said, people are calling me a wicked woman because I reported my husband to immigration in the USA. They said I blocked my husband's destiny. This was so cool. You guys need to hear what she said. Let me know your thoughts on this video, guys. And please don't forget to drop your comments. And please don't forget to subscribe for more details.
They are calling me a wicked woman. Why? Because I reported my husband to immigration. They said I blocked my husband's destiny and reported him to immigration. And people will say, don't speak. Don't bring your family issues to social media. No, I will speak. Because if I keep quiet, my heart will burst open. Now, let's be clear. I did not report Jude to immigration. Jude used his own hands to build the casket of his American dream. Climbed inside and shot the lid with his own hands. He destroyed himself. Now, listen, let me give you the backstory. I met Jude 5 years ago in Enugu while I was visiting from the United States of America. I have spent years in this United States working double shifts day and night as a certified nursing assistant. My feet was always swollen. Should I talk about the backache that comes with it? My back was always aching. But when I met Jude at a youth church program, I thought God had finally answered my prayers. He was so humble, a brother in Christ, and always praying. He would literally carry my handbag for me every time. And for 4 years, we did long distance relationship. Every dollar I made from cleaning elderly people's nyash in America, I sent them to Jude. And when his visa processing got tough, I did the unthinkable. I sold the only piece of land my father left for me in the village. All my kinsmen called me a fool for that. But guess what? I told them he is my husband and our future is worth it. And the day Jude finally landed in JFK International Airport, I cried until my makeup washed off. I thought our suffering had ended. For the first 3 weeks he got to America, he was a darling. And by the second month, the Japa spirit had entered into his head. He stopped eating my food. He started coming home at 2 a.m. smelling of cheap perfume from cheap women. He started buying expensive clothes that my CNA paycheck could barely afford. And one Saturday evening, I confronted him. And Jude looked me dead in the eyes and said, Ada, just take a look at yourself in the mirror. You look like a repackaged grandmother. I didn't travel all the way from Nigeria to America to spend the rest of my life with a feeding bottle. This country has opened my eyes. And that is what Jude looked me in the eyes and told me after I sold the only piece of land my father gave me in the village to bring him to America. This is what he had to tell me. I now look like a repackaged grandmother. And you think that was all? No. The next morning, the wardrobe was empty. My husband had vanished. Jude vanished into thin air. I sold the only piece of land my father left for me to bring my husband to America. And he left me and moved in with a 23-year-old girl in Houston. 2 weeks after Jude vanished, I found out he was living with a 23-year-old girl here in Houston. He didn't even have the decency to hide it. He was posting videos all over TikTok with captions like, God has turned my mourning into dancing. New level, new blessings. And guess what? His foolish friends in Nigeria was busy commenting under his post saying, America suits you, you have finally arrived. Arrived where? With my own money. After watching those videos with the shades he was throwing at me, with his foolish friends encouraging him in his comment section, I cried that night. I cried until my tear duct dried up. Then the Igbo woman in me woke up. Jude, every time is so huntutum, and the man son sege. I wiped my tears, went to court the next day and filed for divorce. I blocked him off all my social media, blocked his number from my phone. I literally blocked his entire existence and went back to my double shift. Then 6 months later, my phone rang one fateful morning and it was an American detective. When he mentioned his name, my heart literally flew into my mouth. I thought something had happened to him. I thought maybe he had died in a car crash or something. Ma'am, are you still legally married to Jude Okeke? The officer asked me. I told him yes, but we are divorcing. I already filed for one. Did Jude ever ask you to wire funds for a real estate business that later turned out to be fraudulent in Lagos? The officer asked. I told him no, I never did any wire transfer for him, but I told him the reason why I filed for divorce. Then the detective dropped a bombshell. He said, well, you are not the only one he promised marriage. Another woman is sitting in our presence right now with mountains of evidence. So it turned out that Jude's designer lifestyle wasn't funded by hard work. He was running a full-time romance scam here in America. Jude was a professional Yahoo boy, masquerading himself as a husband. When the police dug into Jude's life, what they found out was a whole movie. This man had a whole script written out. To me, he was a loving husband who needed a US visa to come to America. To another woman in Maryland, he was a wealthy importer who needed $40,000 short-time loan to clear goods at the port. To a third woman in Nigeria, he was an American citizen who promised to file for her Jackpot visa if she sent him $15,000 for processing. When the FBI raided his small apartment, they found 7 different iPhones, fake driver's license with different names, and bundles of money he had stolen from desperate, lonely women. By the time the case made it to federal court, all his arrogance had drained from his face. He looked like a squeezed piece of paper, and the judge didn't waste time at all. He sentenced him to federal prison for wire fraud and identity theft. As they handcuffed him and led him away, he looked back at me because I made sure I was in court to witness his karma. The eyes that once looked at me with disgust was now begging. But the law is the law. I can't do anything for him. Even if I could, I wouldn't. Everybody knows here in America, they don't play with financial crime. As a matter of fact, they don't play with any type of crime. And even for an immigrant, prison is just the appetizer. Deportation is the main course meal. 3 years into his sentence, I got a call from a federal prison, and it was Jude. He was weeping like a child whose candy has been snatched from him. He said, Ada, please, I beg you in the name of God, ICE has placed a detainer on me. They want to deport me back to Nigeria once my sentence is over. Please, write a letter to the immigration judge. Tell them you have forgiven me. Tell them we are still married. He was just saying a bunch of nonsense. I sat on my couch, listening to a man who called me an old woman. He continued sobbing, Ada, please, if they send me back to Nigeria like this, I am ruined. I have nothing left.
This is really sad though. It's really sad. God. Let me know your thoughts on this video. And please don't forget to drop your comment. And please don't forget to subscribe for more details. See you guys in my next post. And thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all my viewers. And please don't forget to press the notification button for more details. Thank you.